Welcome to Open for Business, the Gallatin Valley's only local business and consumer talk show featuring Tom Egelhoff, the Man Entrepreneur magazine radio called the leading authority in the United States for doing business in small town. Here he is, speaker, author, small business consultant, and Mrs. Egelhoff's favorite son, Tom Egelhoff.
All right, welcome everyone. Open for Business. We air every Saturday live from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mountain Time on AM 1450 KMMS in Bozeman, 1340 KPRK in Livingston, Montana. If you'd like to be a part of the big broadcast, go to kmmsam.com and click Listen Live. The call-in number during the show, 406-522-TALK, 406-522-8255. I'm here, you're here. Let's get the show on the road. All right, welcome back, everyone. It is Saturday, December 10th, 2016, 25 minutes before the top of the hour. I want to welcome you to the podcast portion of Open for Business. Each week, I share some tips and tricks I've learned over the years about advertising, marketing, promotion, and building strong, successful businesses. And if you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And while you're there, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll never miss another weekly podcast. You'll also find links to my podcast on my website at smalltownmarketing.com. That's smalltownmarketing.com. Today's topic, we want to talk about how to grow your small or home-based business to the break-even level. Why do small businesses fail? Well, one of the main reasons is they never reach or grow beyond the elusive break-even point. That's the time when your business revenues finally equal your expenses. Up to this point, the business must be subsidized by either borrowing money or money that comes out of the owner's pocket. 90% of all home-based businesses start this way. Mine did. While a business reaches the break-even point, the business is self-sustaining and appears on the verge of being a viable business. However, you, the owner, aren't making any money yet. Reaching the break-even point is just the first step in business success. Let's look at the steps necessary to grow a small business to the break-even point. So what's the definition of the break-even point? Well, there's actually several break-even points I will deal with in this podcast. The first one is the month-to-month break-even point. To fully explain this, the definition you must first understand is a word called profit. You started your business to make a profit. The amount of profit you receive is based on the success of the business. If there's no profit, you don't get paid. So don't tell me that your salary is part of the break-even expenses of the business, because that dog won't hunt. You can only take profit out of the business for your salary. You can include any employees you have as a salary expense, but you can't include yours. So let's talk about a month-to-month break-even. When I started this website, or my website, I guess I should say, I had 0 book sales to offset my expenses. At the beginning, I had to assume all the expenses in the operation of the site. As the site began to grow and books began to sell, the amount of my personal investment began to decline. Soon I reached the second break-even plateau, and that is cash in, cash out equals break-even. At this point, you no longer have to subsidize the business. You should also be able to take a livable wage out of the business. You still aren't making a profit yet because all profit is going toward your livable wage, but the business is on the threshold of making a profit. Most people who reach this point are good managers and won't have their success denied. They've learned the expenses and challenges of their business inside and out, and this point must be reached before the owner's cash contributions run out. So there's good news and bad news in this. The good news is that once you reach this point, the business can exist indefinitely. The bad news is you've bought a job. The business is maintaining itself, and you have a livable wage, but what about all the money you poured into the business during startup? Is it gone forever? What about your retirement? Do you really want a business which you must personally maintain day in and day out for the next 40 years? This brings us to the final break-even plateau, and that is from day one to today. You want to move from buying a job to owning a business. You want to move past the livable wage to a respectable wage. When the business reaches this point over a period of time, the business should produce enough profit to reimburse the owner for all monies invested in the startup of the business with assets left over. These assets can be invested to produce additional income for the business and or the owner. And here is where business ceases to be a task or job and becomes fun and exciting. So what's your plan of attack? How to break even? Here are some things to be aware of. Start one piece at a time. Calculate the break-even point on every product or service you offer. Eliminate any unprofitable items. Don't give your business away. Price goods and services accordingly. Don't devalue your services or products just to get the business. Look at every aspect of your business for ways to reduce expenses without sacrificing quality or customer service. Look for ways to increase profits. Take advantage of supplier discounts whenever you can. Look for ways to promote your business at little or no cost. The most powerful weapon against expenses is a satisfied customer who buys over and over again. So the break-even point is not beyond your control. You control what happens in your business. The break-even point is a goal just like any other business goal. You want to set objectives and strategies to meet this goal and move on toward big profits. And that's the podcast. If you missed any of my previous podcasts, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel or on my website, smalltownmarketing.com. So tune in each Saturday and let's build successful businesses together.